It's really nice to be back in the studio because we haven't been in here for ages.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd have a chat about routines because we both know we both did things slightly differently. But also we know I know people whose lives have just been locked down by baby routines.
Yeah.
And then the opposite, you know, the whole Spanish siesta, keep them up till 11 o'clock at night
laid back.
Yeah, they
the
sleep when
end.
you sleep type thing. And what's right or wrong? I don't know. What do you think?
First time round is so different when you then have multiple kids because it's all by the book. You don't know what you're doing, so you do need someone to say you want a book to say do this at this time, this at this time, this at this time. And I did follow that to a certain degree. We were quite laid back with Tilda's routine first time round. We certainly had breakfast, lunch and dinner in place, and you know, breastfeeding was whenever, so I didn't have to follow a food routine.
Don't you think I should be telling you whether you were laid back first time and you should be telling me whether I was laid back?
I guess. Well, I think in comparison to some people, I've seen some people are very, very uptight first time, and they're going, no, but we have to go home because, you know, Johnny needs to sleep at this time. And whereas we were quite, well, we're out, so let's just let her sleep in the pram.
I can remember, having someone over for kids' tea, which I do nearly every day of the week, with their kids, and they were starting to hyperventilate because I didn't have the food on the table at 5 p.m. And the bath wasn't running at 5:55 p.m. to get them in the bath for 6 p.m. And yeah, I don't think I've ever been quite that rigid. But there's also, I've seen that work as well.
Yeah.
My sister started off with hers with a really good routine, and she's blackout, you know, she'll come round and she'll tuck towels in the top of the curtain rails and everything.
To make it
But she's got the best sleepers ever. Her daughter sleeps forever. She just doesn't wake up.
I mean, we've discussed this before, in that, like, because I'm up and down to my parents' house because of work and we'll stay there, I don't have blackout blinds there, and I knew that from the beginning. So I knew that there was no point in training my kid to sleep in utter darkness when there were going to be nights of the week where she wouldn't be. And I thought, well, all I'm going to do is shoot myself in the foot.
It has to fit in with your lifestyle, doesn't it? I think as well. If you're somebody who does travel, and then you don't want your life to finish either, though. You know, there's nothing worse, is there, than getting an invite out at 6 o'clock and think, well, I can't do that because that's kids' bath time. The kids are in the bath at 6 o'clock, so we can't be out of the house.
Whereas I think we got to the point where we're like, well, we just won't bath her that night. You know, kids don't need to be bathed every night. So
mine do.
You know, is it? Yeah, that's a good point. Actually.
You come round at 6 o'clock and tell me my 3 boys don't need to be in the bath.
There are some days where they do need to get clean, but you know, I get that the whole bath time is not just about getting the kids clean. It's about setting them into that mode of it's time to kind of calm down.
I definitely with Rocco, I was the first one of most of my friends to have babies. Some of my friends were pregnant at the same time as me, but due after me. So I had no example. I had no mummy to give me advice and tips, and no example to follow. So I really was flailing around, not knowing what to do. And so I read all the routine books, and it did help me just to give me an idea of what to do, what food to give.
Basic structure.
Yeah, and just things like, you know, closing the curtains and kind of simulating nighttime and darkness at a certain time of day. And I do think that helps.
And also, you know, when you do stray from even a lax routine, if they go to bed late one night, you will pay for it the next day.
Like it's just this morning.
Yeah.
We went out to a party last night and it was just lovely. The kids were really, really happy. There were no meltdowns.
Family barbecue.
Whilst
we
it was
take
late.
them to a party.
Yeah. It wasn't a rape. But no, it was really, really lovely. And we got back late and it was really hard to bring the kids down from having a great time to going to bed.
Yeah.
So that took me a little while just to bring them down to that. And then it was this morning that I paid for it because they still got up at the same time as they would normally if they'd gone to bed at 7. And yeah, they were little shites this morning, to be honest. They were horrible. I went to school. I had to tell 2 of them off before the school run. You know, a kid does feel secure and confident within a secure routine. And
And when they're babies, it does help to start getting them to the point where they do have a better night's sleep, because there is a way, if the way the day goes, if your baby doesn't sleep during the day, you know, I'm a firm believer in sleep breeding sleep. And it certainly worked for us anyway. Because I know some people.
Sleep, breathing, sleep.
Yeah,
as in
the more they sleep, if they have good sleeps during the day, they're more likely to sleep more at night.
See, mine just
and it did work for us.
All of my boys cut out their daytime sleep really early. There was just nothing I could do about it. They just all stopped needing sleep during the day, and.
Whereas mine, I could still, Tilda, even at 3, could still have an afternoon nap and still go to sleep at 7 o'clock. For me, it worked. Good sleeps during the day helped get them sleeping well at night.
And I want my evenings to myself too.
Oh my God,
my kids go to bed at 7 o'clock, which a lot of people go, really? That's great, because that does give me time to. It's not. I don't sit around watching telly, but I. You know, tidy the house, get on my computer, catch up on jobs that I haven't done during the day.
And just do stuff without having a kid just pulling at your coattails. So,
nice.
Yeah.
And when you're on your own, that is the only time where you're not managing kids and being fired questions.
And especially for you, like with Guy away as much as he is, I can imagine that why a routine would be even more important.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind, you know, Fred gets back late. I don't mind the kids going to bed a little bit later just so he has a bit more time with them to play. And unless he's knackered and he's just like, get the kids to bed. So yeah, I think that's it. Have a framework that you can move around in.
Yeah, I think we're both agreed.
Yeah.
Have a routine.
You agree though?
Have a routine. Just don't make it really, really tight.
Yeah. Don't be that person that's like, I've got to go, because all your friends will really bitch about you behind your back.
What we did. Is that what you did?
No, I've done about you.
Tell me something.
No, but you do have those where you're just like, oh gosh, look at the new mum. You know, that you do see that quite a lot. Does that mean?
Yeah.